What would you tell me are different between the forms and the types of the memory, which we've already discussed?
I would say the types of memory are how they're more like time when you can remember it and how long you can remember it, and the forms of memory are more how you remember it.
Good. So when we're talking about types of memory, we're talking about how long I can hold it and how much I can hold. And then when we talk about forms, we're talking about how I'm doing it and what I'm doing with it. So
Okay.
Good, perfect. All right, so tell me what the first form of memory is that you have.
Implicit memory.
Implicit, correct. And what would be some basic characteristics of implicit memory?
It's more like common knowledge, experiences that you have, like facts that you learn in school, things like that.
Mm-hmm. These are the things that we just come to know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. What would you say the next form of memory is?
Implicit.
Explicit, you mean? You already said implicit.
Oh, I said explicit, but it's okay.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine, you're fine.
Okay, so you would say that explicit is what we come to know.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And then implicit meaning what?
Meaning things that kind of like intuition, like you learn how to ride a bike when you're little and I still know how to ride a bike, or kind of like more natural things that you're inclined.
Perfect. So again, going back to this, when we talk about explicit knowledge, we're talking about common knowledge. When we talk about implicit, we're talking about intuition and natural. So this is stuff that is already in us to learn, and this is what we have to come to know. We learn it. So already there, have to learn it.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
And then any other forms you want to discuss?
Semantic.
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 Uh-huh. What would you say that's characterized by?
It's kind of like explicit, where they're just facts and concepts that kind of make up our world, I guess.
So these are more facts. It's like concrete information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. That's perfect. Okay. Any more forms?
Episodic.
Perfect. And episodic is different from semantic. How?
It's more of a collection of our past experiences
Mm-hmm.
that make it kind of a time and place. Like I put as an example 9/11. A lot of people remember where they were.
That is a perfect example of the episodic memory because it involves our feelings and emotions at the time. When we learn a fact, we're memorizing it. It has no emotional impact on us, usually, I guess I can't speak for everybody,
Yeah.
to know when Christopher Columbus discovered America. It has an emotional impact on us when we experience things like terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that is definitely a good example. So 9/11 is a great example of episodic memory, and basic historical dates is a great example of semantic. So any more questions on these? Any other forms you want to discuss?
Mm-mm.
Okay, great.